Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Atsugi All-Stars. I'm Captain Lloyd Mack, and with me we have a very special guest. Her name is Mrs. Brytany Todd, Ms. Brytany Todd. She is our special guest and was selected as Atsugi's Youth of the Year. So first and foremost, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Great. First of all, congratulations
Thank
on
you.
this significant achievement. So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and give us some background on the program?
Yeah, so I'm Brittany Don Todd, and I was born in Washington, and I've been living in Atsugi for 4 years.
State or DC?
State.
Ah.
I've been in Atsugi for 4 years. I have been in the local Keystone Club for 2 years. I am now the Keystone President and Youth of the Year, and this process has been going on for about 6 weeks now.
Wow. So were you the only one selected for the award?
Yes, I was. So I was the only candidate this year, which is kind of a bummer because there was nobody to really go up against. But I was the only one selected for the award, but there are youth around the world competing for their local teen center and also National Youth of the Year.
Well, I would certainly imagine that if you weren't qualified for the award, they wouldn't have given it to you. So again,
Right.
congratulations. So could you tell us a little bit about some of your accomplishments that led to you being selected?
Yes, so I had to go through a series of applications, which included writing 4 essays. Those included things like my military experience and how that's affected me as a youth, my personal brand, which is basically talking about myself, which is kind of hard. Also, just talking about my involvement in the Boys and Girls Club program and here in Atsugi. And then I also had to maintain a good standard in education. So since the 6th grade, I've had a 4.0 GPA, so
Wow.
that hasn't been very hard. And another thing was really just having a moral standard to myself and really representing Atsugi in a positive outlook.
Well, I certainly appreciate you being a star individual in that regard. So are there any responsibilities that go along with being Youth of the Year?
So some responsibilities really include just doing speeches and things like this, like the Atsugi All-Stars, and just really maintaining a standard and having a voice for all the Atsugi youth and really being a role model for younger youth as well as older youth.
Wow, that's outstanding. And you certainly present yourself very well here. So
Thank
I'll
you.
ask, so what's next for Miss Brytany Todd?
So in the first week of April, we have all the youth of the years from around Asia come to Atsugi, which is a real big honor, and we will be having a week-long conference, and I will be competing for Asia Youth of the Year, and then if I win that, I go on to nationals in DC.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I want to say again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me on the show. And for our guests out there, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back and we'll do our BZs in our Atsugi All-Star of the Week. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to Atsugi All-Stars. This week's Sailor of the Week is MA3 Michael Rosetti. He's from California, and he has been with us since October 2016 and has been in the Navy for 4 years. His previous duty stations include NES Suda Bay and USS Simpson. His hobbies include working out and spending time with his daughter. His division officer had the following comments to say. MA3 Rosetti is a superb sailor. Since arriving at NEF Atsugi, he's received multiple Bravo Zulus from the commanding officer during various post inspections. Petty Officer Rosetti is performing at the level of a seasoned Petty Officer Second Class. He is the only E4 qualified as a patrol supervisor within the Security Department, a position which is normally reserved for an experienced Second Class Petty Officer or First Class. He is our go-to sailor when a job needs to get done. So I would like to say congratulations to our Sailor of the Week, MA3 Rosetti. And now for some Bravo Zulus.
Yes, sir. The first one is the Child Development Center. As a first-time user of the Parents' Day Out, my wife and I were hesitant to leave our kids at the CDC, but it was wonderful. They took our kiddos in with no issues, were very kind, and on top of all of that, we had misjudged the train and the cab ride back to the base, and we just had to call to let them know that we were running late, and they were great with that. We were very apologetic, and they were so kind. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And please have more Parents' Day Out. We will use them.
Okay.
Bravo Zulu.
Awesome. Our next one comes from the Family Readiness Center, the Fleet and Family Support Center. I would like to thank Fleet and Family for all the assistance they have provided SL Shirley Lanham Elementary School with our many events this year. Mrs. Eldotha Fields has really gone out of her way to help publicize and make our events successful. She has also volunteered to work with us during these events. I and the students truly appreciate all that she does to support the school. So bravo Zulu to Miss Eldotha Fields.
Yes. The next one is the Navy Gateway Inns and Suites. Wanted to recognize Maury at the front desk for being very helpful. He really helped me out by calling a taxi for me. I needed that, and he was there. So bravo Zulu.
That's an outstanding bravo Zulu. Once again, I just want to send a bravo Zulu out to Miss Brytany Todd, our student of the year. Well done, or youth of the year, excuse me. Well done to her. And that concludes this week's Atsugi All-Stars, and I look forward to seeing you again next week.